Hey guys, I'm finally making my second video, and this video is going to be about the documents that you would need before you apply to a university in UK. So I've made a list of all the things that you would need and you need to prepare yourself with before you actually shortlist your universities and you go apply to them. So basically, if you're in India and the place where I belong to, that's from Mumbai, we literally had loads of consultants around us. Like if you just search on Google that consultants around me to apply for universities in UK or any country abroad, they are gonna there are gonna be plenty of options. But I feel it's safer and it's more, you feel more responsible when you apply for yourself and you know what the process is and you know the progress of your application and everything, so it's more helpful. So basically I applied to the universities all myself. I went to the consultants before I applied and they would all tell me the universities that I should apply for. They would, kind of manipulate you to where you should apply for. So I don't know what, there is a reason behind it obviously, but yeah, so I would prefer applying by myself. Yeah, so it's more convenient and it's really very, very simple. It's not at all complicated as it looks like. It's really very simple. It's just basic steps and basic upload of documents and everything. It doesn't take much time. I'll list the documents that you would need before you apply to a university. So you would obviously need your passport or renewed passport if it's expired or anything like that. If it's gonna get expired in the next 3 months, you need to renew it before you apply to a university. That's really very important, your passport. Then comes your class 10th mark sheet, obviously, your class 12th mark sheet, all your bachelor's mark sheet. So if you have, like for me, for dentistry, I had a 5-year course, so I need the mark sheet for all 5 years. And for my university, they asked me for a transcript. So transcript is basically a single certificate which they actually provide you, where they mention the marks for all the 5 years in just one single sheet of paper, and that you usually get it from the university. So I got it from Mumbai University in Nasik, and I had to apply for it, and it took probably 20-25 days, and you pay a certain amount. I had to pay probably 12,000 for the transcript, which was lame, but I had to do it. So you apply for the transcript and then you probably get it in 25 days. So that was one requirement that the university asked for. Then you need your degree certificate. If it's your bachelor's degree, if it's your master's, if you've already done your master's, you need your master's mark sheet as the degree as well. And for my university, they didn't ask for IELTS, so you can check with the university that you're applying with and then probably give your IELTS, because it would just be waste of time and money if your university doesn't require it and you give your IELTS. So basically just ask your university. I hadn't given my IELTS luckily, and my university didn't ask for it, so that's fine. You need 2 letters of recommendation from your college. So letter of recommendation is basically a letter from your professor stating that this person was a student in our university from this year to this year and has been really good in academics or anything like that. So you need such 2 letters from 2 of your professors in your college. And if you have work experience for more than 2 years, then you would rather need 1 LOR from your college and 1 LOR from your workplace. So it depends on if you have work experience or if you don't. And then you would need your statement of purpose. The statement of purpose is basically a letter where you write to the university, where you mention why do you want to join this course, why are you pursuing this course, and why do you why do you want to study it in UK, and basically all of that stuff. So that's your SOP. And then you have your work experience letter. So if you have experience of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you need to get all the work experience letters from all the respective workplaces. And last one is your updated CV. So it's basically just 10 or 11 stuffs that you need, and it's all that you'll have all of these documents. So it's really simple to apply. I wanted to give you probably a brief on how you would write your SOP and LOR, because they are just the 2 documents that that's a bit tricky. Apart from that, everything is like just basic. So if you so what I followed, the format that I followed, I'm just gonna give you a brief about it. The statement of purpose that you write to the university, so basically I considered it to be a 1,000 to 1,100 word document with 4 paragraphs. Okay, and each paragraph can be probably 300 to 350 to 400 words, depending on how you want it to be. So that's how you go about it, and each paragraph has a different theme to it. So first paragraph, the points that you need to consider in that paragraph could be, why do you want to study that course, and what course do you want to study? So basically it'll be a brief introduction that I am this and this, and I want to do probably healthcare management, and why do you want to study that course? So basically just that would be your first point. Your second point would be, what is the importance of that field in today's time and in the industry now? So that would be your second point. Your third point would be your short-term goals after you complete the course, and what you would do with the course. Like, what would you want to become? Where would that course take you in a short term? And then the fourth point would be your long-term goals, as in, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years probably? So that would be your first paragraph. That's your first paragraph done. Your second paragraph would be about yourself, like your background. What have you learned in your previous years? What have you studied? What is your undergrad course? If you have done your master's, what is your master's course, and blah, blah. And you don't have to talk specifically about the subjects that you studied. You just talk about what you have learned, like what are your learning outcomes as such, like how did it help you and stuff like that. You can speak about your internships. If you have done any events that you have done in your past, you could just speak about all of that in your second paragraph. In your third paragraph, you would mention, why do you want to study this course in UK? Why not any other country? Why did you choose UK? So what I mentioned was that UK is considered as one of the country where the quality of education is really good. Students from all over the world come here. They have a very specialized course curriculum. The universities are highly ranked, and the education is recognized all over the world. And obviously it's a 1-year course in UK for masters, so that's like a plus. So that's what you can mention in the third paragraph. The fourth paragraph, so once you do the 3 paragraphs, the 3 paragraphs are generalized. The fourth paragraph is gonna be customized to the kind of university you're applying to. So if you have shortlisted 5 universities, so in the fourth paragraph, you're gonna mention, that's like your concluding paragraph. You would mention the name of the university, that I've selected this university because of these reasons. So you can write the course name as it is. So every university has a different name to the course. Probably it can be healthcare management, healthcare services management, something like that. So you have to be very precise with the course name in the fourth paragraph. You write probably about the modules in the course. So that's going to be customized, because every university with different courses will have different modules, obviously. So you write the core modules, and you can write something about the modules, that why do you want to study that module? How is it going to help you? And something very unique to that university. And that has to be very customized and particular to the university you're applying to. You can, after you mention the core modules, you can just give a conclusion that I have chosen this course and because of these modules, and they will help me eventually to reach my short-term and my long-term goals, which you have already mentioned probably in the second or third paragraph, and you can just conclude it by saying that. So basically that's your statement of purpose, which you can do very conveniently, very easily by yourself. And then comes the letter of recommendation. So the letter of recommendation from your university or from your workplace, how is that gonna be? So basically your letter of recommendation also has 3 paragraphs. For some colleges, you just go to the college and you just say that you're the LOR, and they provide it for you. like they prepare the whole thing, they sign it up and they give it to you. But some colleges, they ask you to write it, and then when you give it to them, they approve it, they read it, and if they want to make any changes, they just make the changes and sign it off for you. So it depends on what your college does. For me, I had to write my own LOR, and I had to get it signed from them. So LOR is basically a 3-paragraph Word document, probably. It has to be on the letterhead of your college. It has to have, in the end, it has to have the name of your professor, the signature of the professor, the contact number of the professor, designation, and the date. So it has to be signed probably within 1 to 3 months, basically. And so your first paragraph, your professor could write that it's a pleasure to recommend Miss Afami for this postgraduate program at university. I've known this student for 3 years, as he has studied, or he or she has studied this course in my college from the year 2019 to 2022. The professor could mention that I've taught him probably a subject, public health, in 4th semester or 6th semester, or in the 2nd year of degree, and I found her to be very hardworking and dedicated. That's what you write in the first paragraph. The second paragraph, you could speak about the students' classroom participation, extracurricular activities, leadership skills, communication skills, or if he has done any specific project or any specific internship anywhere, you could just mention about that. Like the professor could mention about that for you. And in the last paragraph, it would just be like a conclusion that I would say that Miss Afami is a very intelligent, passionate student, and she has a strong motivation to pursue further studies, and I recommend her for your program in this university, and I'm confident that she would make the best use out of it. So this would be the last and the final paragraph for your LOR, and that's how you are done with all the documents. So basically it's just 10 to 11 documents, and it's really very simple.